Hi guys, today I am back to film a second tutorial, get ready with me, using the Tartelette 2 in Bloom palette. I've just been really enjoying this palette this month. I know it's just kind of a normal neutral palette, but it just has some really quick, easy looks in it, and that's kind of what I've been into lately. I've just kind of been lazy this month because holiday is finally over, things are settling down a little bit, I'm not working quite as much. And then we're going to be going to LA in February, so I just feel like I need to take now to kind of relax, but also, you know, do things like get the house cleaned up and stuff before we go. So I've just been really into like quick, easy stuff. That's just kind of what I've been into. So before we get started with the actual eye look, I'm going to talk about what I already have on, just because, and I just do this because it kind of helps shorten the video up. But I have my Too Faced Hangover RX primer, face primer on. Over that, I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. I was going to wear my Cosmetics CC cream today, but I don't know, I just wanted something super lightweight. And not that that's not lightweight, but it's definitely moisturizing, and I don't know, sometimes it just feels kind of wet on my face, and I didn't want that, so I just went with the Stay Matte, which has been perfect so far. I have my Anastasia Dipbrow in Blonde on, and then I have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance on for eye primer. Not sure if I'm liking the Shadow Insurance. I think I kind of like the Urban Decay Primer Potion a little bit better. But anyways, first things first, I'm actually just going to be using kind of this second row here. So I'm going to use the color Flower Child, and this I'm just going to use like a transition crease color. It's really light, and I think on most people it would probably just be like a skin tone color, but for me it works as a transition color because it's a really soft like peach color on me. So my mirror is over here as per usual. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on. So I don't normally do any makeup shopping outside of Ulta, or if I do, it's like Sephora, and it's brands that like Ulta doesn't carry, obviously. And by the way, this is like the little Sigma, it's the crease brush, but it's the travel size one, so this has like the old numbering on it. Like, this brush is really old, but I don't know why I love this brush. But as I was saying, I don't usually do any makeup shopping outside of Ulta just because I don't. Like, unless it's a brand that we don't carry and it's like Sonia Kashuk, which I have to get at Target, or, you know, going to Sephora to get something there. I just really don't do that much makeup shopping outside of Ulta. And I went to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday, and every time I walk in there, I seriously think I could probably spend like a couple $1,000s in there if I had the money. Like, I totally could. But I was just like, I'm just gonna look around. Like, they have a great travel section, and obviously I've been like stocking up on travel size things for the trip, and kind of, you know, empty bottles to fill things with and all that stuff. So now I'm gonna take my Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm going to take the color Smarty Pants, which is a little bit darker, and I'm going to put that in the outer V and crease just to kind of darken things up a little bit. I'll probably come back to this color a little bit later and use it again. But to continue with my story, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and like I said, I think I could spend seriously quite a bit of money if I went in there and had the money to spend. But I don't, and they have a great travel section. So I was getting things ready for the trip, and I just kind of, you know, it's the travel section is with the beauty stuff. So I started walking through the aisles and just kind of looking at everything, and I'm kind of comparing prices to Ulta, and most of the stuff is cheaper or the same price. And I saw that they had the CoverGirl Oh Sugar balms, and I almost picked them up, and then I was like, because my Ulta didn't have them out yet, our like display stuff that we needed for them didn't come in, so the lady couldn't put it together. So I kind of saw those, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick some up. And then I was like, they were cheaper. They were like $6.49, and I think at Ulta they're $8.99. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick some up. But then I kind of decided, well, let's go to the other Ulta here in town and see if they have them, because they're buy one getting 50% off, and yeah, they're $8.99, but they're buy one getting 50% off. So I did that and I got caramel and I got cupcake, And I have to say, just trying them out this morning, they seemed really nice, and I feel like they might be a possible dupe for the Fresh Sugar lip balms, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not sure like how much they actually do moisturize. They have a very similar smell and texture and that kind of thing. They're maybe not as thick and heavy feeling, which is kind of nice, but so now that that is in the outer V and crease and stuff and it's all blended together nicely, there is Firecracker. I'm going to put that on the lid. This color is super, super pretty, and it's kind of one that I want to wet my brush and use it wet sometime, but for today, we're going simple and we're going easy. I also picked up a Herbal Essences dry shampoo that I cannot wait to talk about in another video. I don't know if it's going to be my favorites video or if it's going to be my empties. I guess it just depends on like how fast I use it up. I guess it could be in both, really, but I had some fallout there, so that's kind of a little disappointing. This color does seem like it has some fallout because it is kind of more of a glittery color, but I don't know, it's not too bad. But I picked that up and it seems like it's going to be a really nice dry shampoo, and like I said, I can't wait to talk about it in my favorites or empties video because I was really surprised. It was like $3.99, which is, in my opinion, really cheap for a dry shampoo, because even Batiste I think is like $7.99 at most places. I think $6.99 might be the lowest I've seen it, so I was kind of surprised. I'm liking it so far. Yesterday was kind of a nice day because I did kind of shop, and it's not like I haven't been shopping, but the stuff that I bought in my, or stuff that I showed in my what I got for Christmas kind of Ulta haul video, like it's been a couple weeks since I've purchased that stuff already, so it feels like I haven't been shopping in a little while. I've been picking up little things here and there, like I said, for the trip and stuff, but nothing like no new stuff. Like so I was super excited to get these because they're kind of a newer product, and the drugstore is just releasing all these new products and I just want to try them all. But there's so many, I don't know, there's just so much stuff out right now. I kind of am overwhelmed. There's a lot of foundations and stuff I want to try, but I am kind of waiting on those. So I'm just taking a little Sigma pencil brush. I don't know why, but I really prefer my travel brush set, so I always use these. The pencil brush that does come in like the full-size Sigma brushes is pretty good too. It comes to a sharper point, I feel like. So this is just a little softer and it kind of blends a little bit more. But I'm going to go back in with Flower Child, which is the lighter color in this row. I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. I feel like I'm a little tongue-tied because it's been like quite a while since I've filmed anything, so I feel a little tongue-tied, like I can't talk. I don't know, we finally have like snow on the ground and I'm kind of not sure how we feel about that. It's snowy and it's really, really cold. I know in one of my videos I was like, oh, it was 17 degrees when I took my son to school. It's been like -2, -4 the last couple days. Like it's been actually in the negatives, which has been really, really bad. It's been bothering me a lot because it's super cold, like to the point that it like hurts. Like if you don't have gloves on, it hurts your hands. If you don't have a hat on, your ears hurt. It's like painfully cold. I didn't say it, but I'm taking Smarty pants and doing that along my lower lash line. Okay. This is okay. I'm not really loving it. It's certainly kind of messy right now, which I'm usually kind of okay with because it's a little bit softer looking, but kind of messy right now. So I'm going to take, I don't know what this is. It's just a little Smashbox brush, and it's like a nice little, it's almost like a bigger version of a pencil brush, like a bigger, fluffier version. And I'm actually going to take my Anastasia Catwalk palette and I'm going to take the darker glittery brown color in here. And I'm going to mix that with Activist, which is the really dark color down here on the end. I don't want to do Activist by itself because it's so dark. And I don't want to do the glittery brown color because it's like too light. So I'm just going to mix those two and I'm going to work those into the outer V. Okay, that I'm liking a little bit better. Usually I plan out these like get ready with me's and I kind of know like what I'm gonna do, and it's like a look that I've already done. And today is not that kind of day. I have no idea. I'm just kind of trying something out. I have used Firecracker before, and I have used like Smarty Pants and Flower Child. Like I've used every color in here, but I don't remember how I wore them the last time I used this palette. Like it just kind of, this is just kind of what's coming out today. And then I'm going to take E25 and blend again because I don't know, it just seems a little harsh in places. So now that that's done, I'm going to take the pencil brush and I have a ton of fallout. Ugh. Anyways, I'm going to take the Catwalk palette and that glittery brown color and a little bit of Activist again, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Just to tie everything together again. I'm probably only really going to bring that like halfway across the lower lash line. Okay, so now the messy eyeshadow is done. It's gonna clean up everything. Actually, first, before we do that, since my brows are done, I'm gonna take my Sigma medium angled shading, the E70 brush, the little angled one, and I'm gonna take Charmer in this palette. It's not in the same row as this, it's down here. This is just what I'm gonna use for a brow highlight. Can use it as a brow highlight cleanup color. Kind of helps clean everything up and make it look a lot softer and smoother, I feel like. Okay. The other thing I haven't done yet is an inner corner highlight, and I think this would be another look that would look really good with Thunderstruck by Kat Von D, so that's what I'm gonna do, because this has just been my favorite eyeshadow for like the last like 2 or 3 months that I've had it. And this is just the Real Techniques. I think it's the accent brush, but it comes with, it comes in a set with like the other eye brushes. I used to have this like Avon rounded eyeshadow brush and it was super pretty. It applied like the inner corner highlight super pretty and it was just really nice. But I have no idea where it went. I don't even know if Avon sells it anymore. I got it from my mother-in-law when she sold Avon and she doesn't sell anymore, so I don't know. I don't know if they have it anymore. I'd have to I haven't really found anything quite like it. It was a very soft rounded brush. It looked a lot like this, but it was very round, whereas I feel like this it does kind of come to a point a little bit. And the other one was just very soft. So here's my accent brush. I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to do liner next. I was going to kind of try to clean this up, but we're going to do liner first and then I will clean up because I'll probably have more fallout. So I'm going to take my Ulta Automatic Deep Brown Eyeliner and line along my upper lash line. Okay, so now I have that on, I am going to actually run a little bit on my waterline. And it may seem like I'm tugging, but I'm really more like just pushing pressure here and kind of popping the waterline out, like pushing it out more. I am pulling just a little bit, but not much. I don't think enough that's going to cause any serious under eye bags. So I'm going to take the Sigma Small Angle E65 and I'm going to put eyeshadow over top of the liner because it's not super dark, it's not super pigmented, it's kind of seems like it's getting dry and like it's just not applying the greatest. So I'm going to take Activist because Activist is really, really dark just by itself and set that over top of the liner. Normally I would use the glittery brown color out of the Catwalk palette, but since I kind of used that in the outer V area, I'm just kind of worried it would be too light and it would just kind of be all the same color. Whereas Activist on its own is really dark. Okay, so that is set. So now that that's done, I can clean up this fallout underneath. A lot of people say you shouldn't do this, and I get it, but I do it anyways. I just clean it up with my concealer. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And just go under the eye. It needs a little bit more product. I know if you rip the sponge off you get more product, but I don't know if I want to do that. I've kind of debated about it for a long time. I don't know, because I kind of like the way that the sponge like applies it and then I don't have to blend it out so much. But at the same time, it does use up a lot more product kind of sitting, just collecting in the sponge, and it's not the most hygienic, and I don't know. I haven't figured out what I want to do with that. Now that my concealer is done, I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush and I'm going to set that. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder, matte and poreless, just because, I don't know, I just like this powder. Okay, so now that that is set, I'm going to take my Benefit Their Real mascara and put that on. This mascara is starting to grow on me. I know I've said in past videos it's not my favorite, and it really isn't because I don't like these plastic bristly wands. But I feel like now that I've used it for a couple weeks, it's drying out and it's definitely not as bad as it was. Before, when it was really liquidy and runny still, it was just like, I don't know, it was a disaster trying to use it with this kind of wand. I don't know, these wands must work good for most people, I feel like, because most people seem to really like this mascara. Not that I hate it, I don't mind it, it's just really not my favorite. Okay. One eye done. One more to go. Definitely poked my eye that time. Ow. That hurt. So I don't like the plastic bristle ones. I feel like I always poke my eye with them. But I didn't mess up my mascara. So now I'm going to take the Real Techniques. This is from the Bold Metals collection. It's the blush brush. I don't know. I've been trying really, really hard to get better with my blush application because I just feel like I go overboard with it a lot of times. So I've been trying to get a little bit better about not going overboard with it. And this brush has helped a little bit. It hasn't been anything like I was hoping it would, but it does help. I'm going to apply the Tarte Tartelette blush. This is just really, really pretty, really glowy. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna try to apply it with this. I don't want to sweep because I don't want to like remove product, but at the same time, I don't know. It's not too bad. Just need a little bit more. I think that's my problem. I'm always like, just a little more. Okay. Get a little bit back here. Not too bad, I guess. Okay. It's so cold outside, and it's just all I want to do is I feel like is watch Netflix and order pizza. Alright, so now for highlighter. Piece of me really knows that I should use the Benefit What's Up, but I have been using this a lot this last week, so I think I'm just going to take a little break today and do the Colourpop one. This is in Lunch Money. This is just my favorite highlighter, like all time. My favorite highlighter that I found so far. And I just get some on my finger, and then I just tap it on. And we'll kind of go up to like my brow and kind of circle around a little bit. But I'll just go over it again and apply a little more. It doesn't seem like it works as nicely with this foundation as it does some of my more liquidy foundations. I don't know, I think it's just because it's like a mousse texture foundation and stuff, and it just, I don't know. Just something about it just doesn't seem like it works as well with this foundation as it does other ones. But the Benefit What's Up kind of doesn't either, so unless I used a powder highlighter, highlighter wasn't probably going to look very good today. Okay, and then I will do usually a little bit down the center of my nose, a little bit in the Cupid's bow. I'm going to skip doing it below my lower lip just because I don't really care about having pouty lips today. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do besides lips. I don't think so. So I'm going to take, this is new and I'm kind of excited to try it because this is like the first time I'm wearing it. It's the Tarteist Lip Paint. And I don't know how to say this color. I've heard a couple people say it and I don't know why I cannot say it. So I will show you guys. That is the color there, color name. I also want to get the Throwback Thursday color because that one's really pretty, but it's another one of those like red, brown, kind of mauve-y colors that just already have like a million of and I don't really need. I was going to do a lip liner, but I think I'm going to skip it. I just don't feel like doing the extra step today. It's got like kind of like a little bit of a bend in the applicator. Oh, these are like the soft matte lip creams. They're like really creamy. They're not liquidy that much. They're like cream. They're minty too, which is kind of nice. It doesn't look bad on me. I'm not usually a fan of like certain, I don't know why, but like I cannot find a good nude that I like on me, and this doesn't look too bad. It smells like minty gum. Like not just minty, like you know how the Tarte lip glosses have a mint scent? It smells like minty gum. Like it's got like that sweetness in it too. It's creamy, but it's not, I don't know. It's just interesting. I kind of like it. I might have to pick up some more colors. So I think that is it. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I didn't do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm excited to do more of these. I don't know what other palettes I'm going to do. I do know I'm going to do a really dark purple smoky eye with my Lorac Pro 2 palette. But that's kind of all I have planned for right now. Oh, there is an Urban Decay Moon Dust Shadow Get Ready With Me that I'm going to do too. But I think that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!